Welcome again to our channel. In this case, we're going to explain how the Easy Bezier Mesh Deformer works for Unity 3D. First of all, you have to understand the basic structure of our coding and of our game objects. We have the Bezier curves game object that has a manager inside, and inside of this you will find the starting point and a fragment. So the starting point is going to be one of the edges of the Bezier curve, and inside the fragment you will find the Bezier point and the point. The point is going to be the other or the opposite point for the Bezier calculations. And finally, the Bezier point is going to be the middle point that allows the shape of the Bezier curve. In the Unity editor, we draw the different tangents, as you can see here, and the markers that represent the points, so you can be always aware of how you are doing the stuff in the scene. But when you get to the game mode, you won't see those information or those game objects displayed on the screen. Now let's get to how we can add more curves and generate more deformed meshes. So let's just modify a little bit the structure of this shape. You can easily click on the game objects, as you can see, and you can drag them in the scene in order to modify the position of them. If you go to Bezier curves, you can click simply add point. If you add a point, you will have another fragment that is a clone, and inside the Bezier fragment you will see that you are referencing to the point transform of the last fragment, as you can see, then to the Bezier point that is the new one, and then to the point of the edge of the new fragment. So if you move this point here to this position, and the Bezier point, if you move it again, you will see how another Bezier curve is generated in black. But that is not the shape of the mesh still. It's just a renderer, a line renderer that is going to display the shape of the Bezier curve. How do we add another mesh that is going to follow that shape? So to do that, you go to your models, you import the model you want to, as you can see here, to derive or to generate the shape from, and you select here in the scripts the mesh deformer. So you add the mesh deformer, and then you have to select a Bezier curve and a prefab. The Bezier curve is going to be the one that we have generated, that is going to be the fragment clone in this case. And the prefab go is just a reference to the model of your project. So once you have done that, you can see how the new mesh is going to follow the shape of the new Bezier curve. Let's finish this tutorial by just explaining a little bit more in detail how the Bezier manager works. Let's reload it into our project. Bezier manager. So as you can see, we have an add point function that what it does is reference to the last transform, instantiate a point that is going to be a new prefab fragment, associate that new point to our Bezier script, as you can see here, and finally create that renderer again. and that render is managed by the Bezier fragment. So that's how the scripts work. You have a really large possibility of producing complex meshes following that Bezier curves. I hope you consider downloading this package and supported our work. Thanks very much for watching this video tutorial.